Jim Lauden for Lauden Golf. We're going to take a moment to talk about the most important equipment aspect in your bag, and that's called puring or splining your golf clubs. Now there's a lot of interchangeable terms for this one idea of making sure your golf club kicks straight or linear. It's called splining, it's called seaming, it's called puring, truing, even optimum flex line. And some of the shafts are actually notated that way. You can see the chalk line telling you where the seam is, and up here it runs parallel to the optimum flex line. And that's telling you that if you align that longitudinal seam parallel to the face of the golf club, it's going to kick straight. So let's take a look at this one. We're going to load this club and let her go and see if the energy is released straight. And as you can see, it's not. As a result, you're going to hit a lot of wayward shots. You're going to hit a lot of balls in the rough, out of bounds, in the water, not because your swing is vacillating, but because your golf club has never been pured. How do we change it? Well, we simply rotate the shaft up onto its optimum flex line or seam, which we've already found and indicated. Now I'm going to load the club and let it go, and it kicks absolutely pure. Now we take and extract the head off the golf club with the Mitchell extractor back here and put the head back parallel so that the face is actually parallel to the seam. Beyond that, we actually take the grip and rib it. So there's a rib that is 180 degrees parallel to the seam, which is parallel to the face. And that is what's called a pured golf club. Russell Knox was just in here, just went on the Hooters tour at the Shooting Star event out there and shot 24 under, and we have splined his golf clubs. So it's very, very important if you're going to play your best golf to make sure your golf club kicks linear. How do you test it? Just come on in, get in front of one of these precision spliners and CPM machines, and check them. Now, if you have never had it checked, the chances of it kicking straight is only 20%. And these are rated A through F. One that's really bad is an F, an A is obviously perfect, and a B would be a slight oval. So get them in here, get them corrected. It's inexpensive to correct it. It's only $19, and make sure all your clubs are kicking linear, and the CPM, the True Flex, is best suited for your MPH through impact. It's going to pay off in a lot more greens in regulation, a lot more fairways hit in regulation. Lower your score, I'm going to say 20%. So come on in, we'll test them out for you. Okay, we got Russell Knox, former #1 JU golfer, Division I, and he's been out on the Hooters tour for about 2 years, and he's just came up with a big win out in, where was it?
Philadelphia, Mississippi.
Philadelphia, Mississippi.
Middle of nowhere.
And it was sponsored by Silver Star?
Yeah, the big casino there sponsored it, Silver Star Casino.
And the name of the course was?
Dancing Rabbit.
Dancing Rabbit. Russell was 17 under on the par 5s, 4-round tournament, and finished 24 under with a 2-shot victory, $35,000.
Yeah.
And prior to that, the week before, we didn't get much info on that, but it came in second.
Yeah, I've shot, what I shoot, I can't remember. I was 12 under, ran a course at Robert Trent Jones course in Dothan, Alabama. Finished 1 shot behind, and made a little over $16,000 that week. So it was a good 2 weeks.
Now, the people can follow you where? On Hooters.com?
Yeah, HootersTour.com.
And
it comes up. It's a really easy website to navigate through.
And what we're doing for Russell today is just putting some ribbed Tour Velvets on, standard width, and he's playing for Cleveland. And his new driver here is the 9.9 degree launcher, and he's been hitting the driver fantastic. He's been hitting out there about 300 yards, and of course if you're 17 under on the par 5s, you've got to be hitting it big. So anyway, everybody follow Russell out there. We expect him to make the next stage up, and that'll be nationwide, and then on to the PGA Tour. You know, the machine, of course, checks the linear kick and makes sure it's straight, the splining, but it does something else. It counts the CPM. So let's take a look at it. I'm going to load the energy into the shaft one more time, and it's going to actually count it with that electric eye right there, and it's running 247 cycles. That's its true stiffness. So if someone says you need a stiff, that's arbitrary. Stiffness is, a stiff shaft from each company is different. Come on over here and we'll use the PGA Tour Band chart to find out what it truly is. So we have a 45-inch driver, so we come to 45 inches, and it was oscillating at 247 cycles, CPM, cycles per minute. We intersect the two. It intersects on this line or gradient. We follow it up. It's a 6.5 FM. It's made for a 90 mile an hour iron swing, 105 mile an hour driver swing, and the parameter for radial torque is right there, and of course the parameter of swing weight is right there. So if you want to hit more greens and regulations and more fairways and regulations, you've got to have your golf club splined and CPM'd. It's the only way to improve your game to its highest potential. Come see us, we can fix it and help you out.